He ran until the road became a thread, from Jezreel to Beersheba, from victory to fear, from the roar on Carmel to the ache of a single threat. Elijah lay under a broom tree, dust on his tongue, prayer on his lips that sounded like giving up. "It is enough," he said, and sleep came like a mercy he did not ask for. An angel touched him, bread by his head, water by his hand. "Arise and eat." He slept again the touch, again the voice that did not argue with his sorrow. "The journey is too great for you. 40 days, 40 nights, desert that repeats itself until you stop asking what comes next. Feet that learn the patience of stones. The mountain at last, Horeb, where fire once spoke and law was carved into human time." He found a cave. He found a dark that matched his insides. He waited for the one he served with thunder and rain and fire. A word came first, not the answer, the question.
"What are you doing here, Elijah?"
He told the truth the way tired people tell it. Slow, flat. "I have been very zealous. They have torn down your altars. They have killed your prophets. I am alone. They seek my life."
"Go out,"
the voice said,
"and stand on the mount before the Lord."
He went. He stood. He held himself against rock and remembered Carmel's blaze, the way heaven had once rushed to meet prayer like a hawk to a call. Wind came, a great and strong wind. It tore at the mountain. It broke rocks open like old arguments. Elijah felt the power in his bones. He knew how to read strong weather. But the Lord was not in the wind. An earthquake followed. The ground spoke a language of breaking. Walls changed their minds. The cave shivered. Elijah knew how to read shakes too. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. Fire after that, a ribbon of heat, a memory of Carmel. Flames wrote their bright sentence across the air, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a thin sound, a small voice, a whisper that did not push or accuse or prove. It did not need to. Elijah wrapped his face in his cloak. He went to the mouth of the cave the way a child goes to a father's knee. He did not need the mountain to move. He needed to be held by a word that could rest.
"What are you doing here, Elijah?"
The question again. Because God is not in a hurry. Because sometimes the soul is a door that opens twice before it is truly open. Elijah said what he said before. The same sentence. The same ache. Honesty can be a prayer, even when it repeats. Then the Lord gave him what wind and quake and fire could not give. Not spectacle. Direction. Not proof. A path.
"Go. Return by the way you came. Anoint Hazael. Anoint Jehu. Anoint Elisha. There are 7,000 who have not bowed. You are not alone. You are not finished. You are not the only flame left in a nation of ashes."
The whisper did not shout these truths. It placed them in Elijah's hands like fresh bread for the next miles. He left the cave different, not louder, lighter. He carried no thunder. He carried a name, Elisha. He would throw his cloak over a plow and call a friend into the work. Shared breath for the road ahead. Sometimes God wins your public battles with fire. Sometimes He keeps your private heart with a whisper. Elijah had seen loud miracles. He knew the sound of answered prayer when it cracked the sky. But burnout does not heal by more noise. It heals by gentleness. Notice the order. Sleep, bread, water, silence. Questions asked without anger. A whisper that gives a way forward. Maybe you have prayed for wind because it feels like movement. Maybe you have asked for earthquakes because shaking feels like change. Maybe you have begged for fire because heat feels like life. Listen for the small sound, the thought that arrives quiet and true, the peace that does not need to explain itself, the direction that is simple enough to do today. God does not always prove Himself. He often provides Himself. And then He provides the next step. Eat, rest, return by the way you came. Call a friend to walk with you. Remember, you are not the last faithful one. 7,000 you have never met still sing when idols are loud. Let the whisper be enough. God of gentle strength, meet me where the road has thinned. Give me sleep I cannot make, bread I did not bake, water for my emptied places. Speak in the sound after the sound. Ask me your kind questions. Give me a small, clear next step, and a friend for the journey. Keep me in your quiet. Amen.